child is important irrespective of their gender. Every child is priceless irrespective of their gender. But do we really emphasize on the boy child? Who is a boy child? Stay tuned as I'll be right back. Welcome, guys. It's yet another episode of Insights, and I am your host, Olasumbo Akinola. Thank you for always joining the show. And today's episode of Insight seems to be a very insightful one. And the topic of today's episode of Insight is the boy child education. The boy child education. And I will start with by asking a question: who is a boy child? Who is a boy child? As people would always say, a girl child. Who is a boy child? I feel for some people it is their first time hearing a show regarding a boy child. But I think it is very, very necessary. Every gender required it requires equality when it comes to some crucial topics in the society. And that is why I've come to discuss a topic regarding a boy child. And a boy child is a male individual under the age of 18. A boy child is a male individual under the age of 18. I'm talking about a boy child because the society really pay much attention to a girl child than a boy child. Yes, we believe children go through a lot of phases, children go through a lot of experiences, and we believe that a girl child falls victim of rape or abuse or molestation of any form. But we talk about the girl child often than we talk about the boy child. And even talking of parents really pay much more attention. You can imagine a parent or a mother going out and she's all about bothering herself on where she would drop a girl child. But will such happen when it comes to a male child? Some parents would rather drop their male child with anybody, either male, either female. But when it comes to a female child, they would always want a female and someone they can trust. But when it comes to a male child, they do not put that kind of concern into their male child. Why? Is this what the society has turned us into? Or is this what our African belief and orientation has turned us into, whereby you pay much more attention to your girl child than you pay to your boy child? Why? The importance of a boy child education in Nigeria has not been really explained. Yes, people do not really pay attention to it. You see people making campaigns soliciting for a girl child. Why? Have we forgotten the male child? And male children are going through a lot. They are going through molestation. They are going through sexual abuse. There are gays, like gays exist. And that is the fact. So education for male child or for the males is just as important as the girls in underdeveloped nations, in developed nations. It is not just in other underdeveloped nations. It is also important in developed nations. And a fact that it has been long acknowledged. But the rate in which it is being acknowledged here in Nigeria is something we can't just describe. It's something we cannot just appreciate because a boy child has been neglected here in Nigeria. They are not paid attention at all. So the number of a person's gender and the access to education should be a basic human right. A boy child also has that should also have that access to education, to sexual orientation, to sexual education, to all form of education, western education. And boys, however, suffer various obstacles that limit their ability to acquire a proper education, limiting their potential for individual and social development. And Nigeria's cultural norms, extreme poverty, and shoddy infrastructure are just a few of the obstacles males' education face. I'm talking about boy child education. What is boy child education? It is the process of learning and growing a boy's emotional, social and intellectual skills as a boy child. It is a process of growing a boy's intellectual, emotional, and social skills as a boy child, and it includes both formal and informal form of education with the goal of giving male child the information, abilities, and morals required for their development on a personal and social level. So what are the advantages of boy child education? The advantages of boy child education will go on and on. They are countless, but I'll be mentioning few advantages of boy child education. And the first advantage is it decreases poverty. Since you are able to like grow a boy child intellectually, emotionally, and all other aspects of life, it decreases poverty because education gives males the information and abilities they need to find jobs and support themselves. It gives them the information and ability they need to develop themselves. The information that they are the male, they stand as a pillar in every situation they found themselves. So it gives them the ability for them to support themselves. Also, advanced gender equality. Boys with higher levels of education are more inclined to support women's empowerment and gender equality. And talking about advancing gender equality is the fact that it gives them a positive orientation that okay, as this gender you support the other gender, and as the other gender supports you, you give back. That is it. You cannot give back what you don't have. So it gives an advanced gender equality goal. Next advantage of boy child education is that it promotes personal development. And promoting personal development involves helping males intellectually, emotionally, and socially. It promotes them intellectually. It decreases crimes. I'm talking about decreasing crimes. Education lowers males' propensity to engage in criminal activities, improving themselves. It prevents them from engaging in criminal activities because if a guy is given a very good orientation and is able to think ideologically, such person would not go into crime. Such person will be able to make good decision over bad decision. Also, it supports social cohesion. In education, it encourages boys and their community to live in harmony and to support one another. Next advantage is that it improves decision making. And talking about decision making, it pays an attention to the educational aspect. So education gives males the ability to think critically and solve problems, which empowers them to make wise decisions. And the last advantage of a boy child education is that it promotes creativity and invention. Promoting creativity and invention. Even if a child is not given a Western education opportunity, such child will be able to think in a creative way and invent something very good for his or herself or the society or the community. So this kind of creativity and invention are crucial for the expansion and advancement of the economy. So I will still be talking about the boy child, but that would be in other short videos because we really need to pay attention. We really need to be awoken regarding the boy child as well as the boy child education. Please let's keep on paying attention to a boy child, to the male children around us. And I hope this video has been helpful. If it has been helpful, please do not forget to give me a thumbs up. Do not forget to share and like for others to enjoy. I remain Olasunbo Akinola and I'm wishing you a pleasant week.